Oh boy. Um, so here's what I did. I went through the FOC. This is the FOC with the CCB. Welcome. Um, I went through the FOC thinking I was live, thinking I was recording. It, I was doing neither. I was just talking to myself. And so I'm going to go through the whole thing again. Yeah, anyway. FOC, CCB, here we go. Every week we do the FOC pre-sales on our website, thecanadiancombin.com. You can pre-order all your books and guarantee to get your copies, and helps us out because now we know what to order if you're pre-ordering them. If you're not ones who like to get a subscription, you can order your different comics, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I can't believe I'm doing this again. CanadianComping.com. All you have to do is click on the pre-sales here. And if you have been ordering from us this last week, got yourself a big old discount because we had our year-end sale. Thank you for doing that. We are now done. We have packed up all the orders aside from two. They're like the length of a long box full of comics, so I'll do it tomorrow morning. But everything's packed up. Shipping labels, everything. We're all set to go. All right, pre-sales. Let's get into it. It's going to be a shorter video because Marvel still doesn't have anything. Taking some time off, but we did put the latest omnibus up, Marvel 2-in-1, Volume 1. I'm going to keep saying this. We are not going to stock any omnibuses in our store. They just cost too much money for a guessing game, but we will give you 30% off any omnibus you order from a pre-sale, or if it's in print and you just want to reach out and ask us, we'll bring it in. It takes 1 to up to 2 weeks to arrive generally in the store, and then it will get shipped out or you can pick it up, but it saves you 30%. And Amazing Spider-Man #1, Volume 7. We're going to keep this up here for a while. It's going to be a while up here, like probably in a month. All the other variant covers aren't available yet. The foils and Stegman's Frank Miller. And again, all the ratio bundles if you want to go in for those. But that's it for Marvel. Easy peasy. Look at that. We got 3 people who are just checking us out. And yeah. DC, we do have some DC comics, not many. The thing we're keeping up for the next few weeks until the actual FOC is Batman 158. It's the Jim Lee return to the Hush storyline with Jeff Loeb. You probably heard about it. Some of the covers still not available, but J. Scott Campbell will be a big seller, I'm sure. Dan Mora, Delato is doing a connecting cover, which I'm sure will be popular. But if you want all of them, I don't know why they only have this sketch version of it, because I've seen the image elsewhere on the internet. It's available. But anyway, you've got all your variants and your bundles. There you go. But the new stuff for DC, Batman The Long Halloween, Noir Edition. Love Tim Sale doing Batman. Like, it's just a character he's meant to draw, right? There's a blank cover, and then they're doing the facsimile of The Long Halloween, the original series. There is a foil, and that's that. Superman Lex Luthor Special #1, Josh Williamson, who is a Superman writer. You know, if you're following Superman, I've read a bunch of it, and it's really quite good. You're probably going to want to pick this one up. Gleb Melnikoff doing the B cover. I think this looks like John Romita Jr., like in the early 2000s when he was drawing Spider-Man. I feel like that's the feel of the art. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. There's a foil cover. You can get all 3 for 10% off. And Green Lantern. I am looking forward to the Fractured miniseries. I want to see what those villains are all about. I'm a big fan of, I think her name's Jessica. Such a big fan, I don't know her name. I'm pretty sure it's Jessica from Far Sector. It was a really good series, but this is a new kind of the new era. They're dealing with the fractal lanterns, and you know, everybody likes a new kickoff. But you got your 3 variant covers. I do like that one, cartoony as it is. I like it. And the C cover. This one is a little like, is this part of Green Lantern? Is he like all trippy and kind of like a, you know, the wall murals? Why can't I think of the word? Spray can art, graffiti. Ugh. It looks very graffiti-like, you know. Anyway, there are 3 covers there. You can get the bundle, save yourself 10%, but there's also 1 in 25 if you want to jump in on that little cutie. And the Power Company. I think this is like late 90s. They tried to do something with the Power Company, maybe early 2000s, but I think it's the 90s. And, you know, no one's really done much with that kind of thing. So, but they're giving it a go, yeah. You know, 3 covers, pricier book, which is going to deter people from trying it. But they're there, and you can get all 3 in a bundle. And the facsimile of the week. This actually collects a miniseries, so it's going to be more expensive. It's 3 issues, so that's why it's $18. If you want the foil, it's $28. And Mad Magazine. Mad Magazine is still pumping them out. And that's it for DC. Light, easy. There you go. But indie, we've got some fun stuff. There's going to be a lot of carryover from the last couple of weeks because dates got pushed back and then nothing was available. But we're leaving this one up for a little. I don't know when the actual FOC date is, but I know it's hot stuff, and I would like to put the books that are trending up a little earlier so you can get advantage of some deals and some boobs there, right? Get caught looking at the boobs. Pecos Bill cover, and you got a couple of good homages here. Amazing Spider-Man, and we've got the Killing Joke. That's a great cover. Obviously, we do the bundles, so you can get all 5, save yourself 20%. Solid deal. And then we have the more expensive books, the hollow foil. Costs more. It's a $30 comic book. But the metal cover, they always use a different image, so it's unique, but it's really expensive. And the print runs are always super limited because not many people are just bringing this in hoping that someone will buy it, because that's a big gamble on a comic book store. And we always do the 1 in 25 bundles. You could either just get all 6 covers, including that 1 in 25, or you could buy 25 copies and get the 1 in 25, all for 30% off. So you could mix and match the covers if you like, but you got to let us know before Monday, because I want to know what I'm ordering. If you don't let us know and you make that order, you're going to just get 8 covers. But you can mix and match. You can get 23 of her and 2 of the homage or whatever you like. So a bunch of these guys, they were on the FOC the last couple of weeks. Hey, look at that, 4 people hanging out on a Friday night. As soon as this is done, I'm going to go put on some sweatpants and watch TV and fall asleep. That's my plan. Ninjago, Lego comic book. I don't know why this thing is always delayed. Lilith has been delayed. I think everything by Vault gets delayed. Spawn No Home Here. This one's delayed. We still don't have the full McFarlane cover, but there's the 1 in 50. I imagine it will just be that in color. Spawn ratios usually go really well, though, so I don't know. You might want to invest in it. Money Shots. You're going to have a bunch of nudie covers, the black bags. City Beneath Her Feet. We've looked at this for the last couple of years, if not years, couple of weeks, but I do like the B cover better than the A cover. But Tinian is a good writer, so maybe check it out. DuckTales 3 has been up here. Red Sonja has been up here, and like I say, Bjorn Barron's cover, it always outsells the other covers. Even Perillo, like Perillo has kind of died out in our neck of the woods. He used to be hot stuff, and we'd just move his covers all the time, but not anymore. Thundercats, still missing one cover. Ivan Towers is not available. It's just empty space right now. And he's a pretty popular artist. So I would like to know what the cover is. And Mannix, he's been doing some Dynamite stuff. Conan, this has been up there a couple of weeks already, and it'll probably be there on the next week's FOC because it's not there this week. Vicarious, that was up there, and Minky Woodcock. These guys were all up on the FOC the last couple of weeks, so I don't want to talk about them anymore. All right, new stuff. Black Cloak. This series, it's been going a while. They took some hiatuses, and I do like that cover, but our store doesn't have any readers. Kelly Thompson is writing Absolute Wonder Woman, and I just realized that, so I kind of might want to go back and check out Black Cloak #1 because we got a bunch of copies still and see what that's about. If you haven't read Absolute Wonder Woman, you should do it because that's my favorite Absolute Universe series. Saga, they are ending a story arc and they're going to take another hiatus, but they are saying that there are plenty more stories to come. Like, there's no way the series is ending anytime soon. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Saga, but that's adorable. I love that little character. Sam and Twitch. I thought that this arm and hand was very Chris Bachalo-like. Agree? Disagree? Silence. I'll just say you agree. All 5 of you. I like the minimalist and chalk outline. Bang, bang, bang. Triple shot. Spawn Violator, #5. Number 2 and 3 second prints came out this week. So people are still, they've missed out on issues and are needing to get their Violator fill. I don't think #1 went to second print, did it? I can't remember. Seasons #1, a new horror series from Rick Remender and Paul Azaceta. I like Paul Azaceta. He did Outcast with Kirkman, and I like Rick Remender. So I will give this a go and see what's what. Summer, winter, spring, and autumn. Are the Seasons sisters the daughters of the world-renowned seasoned detectives? I don't know. I'm not going to read about it right now because I don't think you guys just want to see me just read descriptions of the comic books. We're here to look at the covers and briefly discuss. Are they reprinting Mark Spears 1, 2, and 3? You're late to the party. The third print of #1 just came out this week and it's selling pretty well. Second print sold out a while ago. #2, there is a second print coming. We did order copies. I don't remember when it's released out. And #3, first print is not out yet. So you've got a chance for #3 first print and the second print for #2. But yeah, you can go to our website right now. Right up here, new releases. Click on that and you can scoop a third print of #1. Let's get back. Where was I? Oh yeah, Seasons. Blank cover and an A cover. Blood Train. It's true. All the reprints are doing new covers, which is great. Blood Train, Image is doing a bunch of different one-shots, usually like a horror type vibe, but there you go. Blood Train, and they're saying 28 Days Later meets The Ruins. We just watched 28 Days Later last night. It hasn't been on any kind of streaming. Apparently, the producer had the rights and just wasn't letting anybody have it. But because the new movie 28 Years Later is coming out soon, um, it's out there. So we watched it, and I had such high hopes. Chelsea hadn't seen it before, and it didn't stand up. Loved it when it was out in the 90s, but I gotta say it was kind of slow, and I don't know. It was all right. It wasn't as amazing as I made it out to be. So she was just like, "Yeah, it's fine," and rightly so. It's just fine. Anyway, 28 days later, I will go see the 28 Years Later though. Definitely. Department of Truth. It's a new story arc. Yep, the Marilyn Monroe story has ended. Um, my throat's a little dry because for those that have just joined in, I accidentally went through all this FOC already, but I wasn't recording or going live, and I just feel like a bit of a dope. Ice Cream Man. I love this idea. They are doing one-page stories with a bunch of guest writers. So Grant Morrison, Patton Oswalt, Jeff Johns, Jeff Lemire, Matt Fraction, Kelly Sue DeConnick. So if you're a fan of any of those writers, you might want to check out their one-page horror story that's going to take place in number 43. There is a B cover by Lovett. One of our customers is a fan of her, so I imagine he will be scooping that cover. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Blood Squad 7, Joe Casey's series. We had some people pick up number 1 and not follow it up. It's kind of like the take on those 90s heroes. It is rough. Yeah, nobody seemed to really care for that one. Dust to Dust, I'm halfway through number 1. I like it. I've been reading it, right before I had to do something. So it's just I got a couple pages in. I like Dust Bowl stuff, so I don't really know what the story's about so far, but I like it. The art is amazing, so that's all I got to say. I like it, and some people would probably be bored with it. I can say that for a fact, too. Hornsby and Halo, Peter J. Tomasi's Angel and Demon series. I haven't given it a shot, so I can't really say much about it. We have a couple of buyers on it, 3 different covers, and a bundle if you want all 3. Knights vs. Samurai, another series that I did not know was ongoing. Thought it was a 3-issue miniseries, and it's still going. Just like Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. I thought that was a miniseries, and we just came out with we just brought in the trade for the first volume. Redcoat, this has been up here a couple of weeks already. So there you go. Rockefellers, I am reading this. I think it's great. 2 issues in. I like how it's developing all the characters, and it's really interesting, and Francis's art is great. So if you haven't given this a go, we still have first print and second prints at number 1 and first prints at number 2. I think you should give it a go. Cover price. Oh yeah, there's a Mike McCone variant and Chris Burnham. I am not a fan of Chris Burnham. I kind of liked it when he was working with Grant Morrison on Batman and Robin years ago, but I'm just not a fan of his artwork. I just can't get into it. String number 3, Cowl, and speaking of Falling in Love, On the Path to Hell. There you go, latest issue. Yeah, we're almost done. See, this is a short and sweet guy, just because we are missing all those comics. Or not missing them. There's just no Marvel or barely any DC. Hack and Slash, Body Bags. That was up there already. Lego was already up there. And Power Lords. They've been making a go with all these 80s properties. Biker Mice from Mars, Sectors, Power Lords. No one cares in our store. Hopefully other places are digging it, but I don't know. Power Lords, that's a bit of a stretch for me. Living Hell, number 3, Into the Unbeing. This was a miniseries already. This is the second part. Midst, I don't know. I think this might be a video game. They're doing a little series on something. It is a property, but I'm just not completely sure what that property is. My guess is a video game. Monster High, always an A and B cover. The latest Star Trek Section 31. If you're a fan, you might want to go for the photo covers because people seem to dig those. And Ninja Turtles Mutant Nation, number 4, a little pricier book. That's the B cover. Little Casey Jones action, and there is the A cover. I have them out of order right there. Turtles is not as popular as it was a little while ago, like leading into the relaunch and everything. Like, it seems to have died down a little bit, but we always have to reorder the issues. They're up to number 5 now, and we keep selling out, and they're still in stock. So we've just brought in, actually today I ordered 2, 3, 4, and 5, the A covers and the Kevin Eastman ones. So if you're missing out or still need them, we'll have them in about a week. Let This One Be a Devil, number 1, another Tinian horror comic book. I will give this one a go. 1900s, Henry Naughton returns home to his family farm in the swampy pine barrens of southern New Jersey. And something happens. And it'll be spooky. You got 3 different covers there. A little angry devil. And Sister Imperator. So if you're familiar with the band Ghost, it's a metal band. You're probably going to love this. But me, I've never heard of the band. So I don't know. Silverhawks, speaking of 80s properties, there you go. Perillo will be doing the A covers. Who knows for how long. Ed Brisson, though, a really good Canadian writer. I've met him once or twice at a convention. But a bunch of different covers. Jay Lee's like regular Dynamite now. Homage to his Inhumans cover from Marvel. What else we have? We have Stoko. We've got Borges, Lyrics Lee. I don't know why that's not there, but there is a Lyrics Lee cover, the logo, and Mannix, for whatever reason, gets an expensive cover, and then a foil cover. And if you want all 8, 20% off. They did put out a couple of FOC bonus covers, and one of them is Mark Spears. So there you go. Mark Spears is all over the place. And they do have a foil version, and Mark Bagley. I don't remember Mark Bagley ever working for Dynamite, so I'm curious what brought him over to do this. Like maybe he's a fan of the property, or whoever is working on the book was like, I love Bagley, I want him on this. Anyway, there you go. And Vampirella, this might be the last issue because they are relaunching with a new number 1, but you got Jenny Frison rocking it out, and probably going to be ordered a little heavier than normal. Perillo, though, still there. Right here, yeah, B cover. And they're making the 1:10 ratio the nude version, so you won't see this blood. You'll get to see that booby straight up. And who else? Linsner, yeah, always a Linsner. Chet Zudas seems to always have a cover. He's a good artist. He fits Vampirella quite well. I know. Frison is Chelsea's favorite artist. She even has a little comic collection of almost all Frison covers. There's 1 or 2 where she just liked the art, but Who knew? Who knew she was going to start having a little hidden collection? Cosplay, there you go. Butt, side boob. If you want all 5 covers, 20% off cover. Frizzen will have a virgin, and it is pricey. It's $70. They always have virgin covers of usually A or B, and a lot of times it's Perillo's cover. But there you go. It's expensive, but that's them making up their cost. Love and Rockets, number 16. Every now and again, like we'll get like a couple of people wanting us, but then they don't get the next issue, and then like 2 issues later, like we sell a few of them. So I don't know what Love and Rockets fans are doing, if they just like pick a random issue and then don't come back. I Lied Popeye. I feel like this is an homage to hip hop cover. I don't know which one, but it feels like it is. And if somebody knows what it is, let me know. But that's just the feeling I get. All right, and Lenore, where has Roman Dirge been? You may know him well from previously from Lenore, but also Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. But I can't remember the last thing Roman Dirge has done, but he's back for a new miniseries, which is really cool. And it's got a whole bunch of different covers. We do have the Lenore hardcover in stock right now. I do like this because I like Cthulhu, so it's like a cutesy version. And there are a few other covers. Oh, sorry. There we go. A Wallace cover. I like, but I'd rather go with the Dirge. And you've got your blank and a cool glow-in-the-dark one. So this will probably be all lit up around there, I imagine, in the title. Yeah, we're coming to a close. We just added these today. I didn't realize they were up. Return of the Living Dead. So number 1 came out. Ours came late, and lucky for us because they're selling for $25, $30 for the A cover, probably because of the Mark Spears. And I tried to get people to order them, and only 1 person pre-ordered it. But now, yeah, it's like a $25 comic. So number 2, there you go, Mark Spears. Again, probably going to be a low print because it's an indie comic. I thought this was an Oompa Loompa, but he's just a 90s punk. And this cover I didn't like. It seems very generic for, and a lot of this American mythology productions, they have these a little more generic covers. There's always one of them on there. And I did like this one, but we don't have a large image. We just have that little bitty screen. I did like that one. Black and white. It's limited, so if you want the 4 standard covers, 15% off. So that is it. That is the FOC. It's light and easy. Next week we should be back to normal. I know somebody asked about the 3rd print of Mark Spears, and I was just going to go and find it real quick here, not as quick as I like. There's the 1 in 20. It sold immediately, $110. Wild, eh? But yeah, there's the 3rd print of number 1. A 2nd print of number 2 is coming. But yeah, that's it, guys. FOC due every Monday at 8 p.m. So yeah, I need stats of the card. Awesome. Yeah, if you why is he hot? It's basically just because of the monster stuff. He just came out with all these really cool covers, and he had some work at like for Spawn or DC, but nothing really jumped. But like people started catching on to this, and then the print runs are so low, you know, jack the price up, and then people are like, "What? These are going for crazy money," and then it's just steamrolling, you know. Um, how long it will last, who knows? But he is a good artist, and he is getting some more DC work and more image works. I think he's supposed to do a Spawn miniseries. So I know it's kind of flavor of the month, but maybe it'll be lasting longer. His art monsters, the comics are more limited. Yeah. And he's writing, and he does interiors the same quality as the covers. So that's also like a cool thing. So a lot of times you see a cover that looks really good, and the artist does different kind of art inside. And anyway, plat work from Moon Knight. Oh yeah. All right, guys, it's 10 o'clock. I'm tired. We've been working long, long days to recover from our year-end sale that finished on the 31st. We are now completely um, caught up. All the orders are pulled and packed up and printed with our the shipping labels. Monday, the last of them will be picked up, and yeah, so no more long days for a little bit for us. We're going to do short days. And now it's 10 o'clock. It's 10:07. I'm going to bed. Thanks for hanging out. I know we're only a couple of people to hang out, but you guys seem to come out every time, and I appreciate that. So cheers to you guys. And I will see you soon. Everybody have a good night.